The festive period is right around the corner, and with that, so too is the end of the year. And it's been quite a year for games, but it's not over just yet. We still have some awesome games arriving in December, so here are 10 upcoming games in December 2022 for you to look forward to. From the co-creator of Dead Space, Callisto Protocol is brought to us by Striking Distance Studios. And for those who have Halloween as their favourite festive event, December brings with it a story-driven horror survival game for you to sink your teeth into. Set in the year 2030, following the character of Jacob Lee, you'll find yourself in Black Iron Prison on the moon of Jupiter called Callisto. Things go astray when an alien invasion has taken over the prison. Survive in true Dead Space fashion, with terror lurking around every corner. Piece together the story and survive, with returning features from Dead Space such as a diegetic hub which has been polished and cleaned up. With a third-person over-the-shoulder setting, Dead Space fans will feel right at home here. A grab tool will allow you to throw your enemies around, and some gruesome finishing moves to boot. I look forward to playing the Callisto Protocol on December the 2nd, available on PlayStation, Xbox and PC. Taking on the role as a bounty hunter in the far, far future, Squanch Games has developed a game that sees humanity taken by drug cartels, with you, the player, exploring the galaxy to save humans that remain in this comedic experience. The developers have described High on Life as being a pure single-player experience. The first-person shooter will feature a variety of weapons that they will speak to you, with my personal favourite being the one they call Knifey. They look completely innocent. Featuring voice talent from Justin Roiland, best known for the voice of Rick and Morty, alongside other known comedians such as JB Smoove, Betsy Sidaro and Tim Robinson. Each gun seems to have its own flavour for use. The gunplay looks very arcade-like, much like is loved from games such as Doom. However, where Doom takes things dark and grungy, High on Life will take it, well, High on Life kind of approach. High on Life looks set to not take itself too seriously, providing a much needed boost in serotonin while you slay your way across space. Expect to play High on Life on the Xbox and PC from the 13th of December 2022. Firaxis Games are best known for the glory that is the XCOM series, the strategy games where having a 98% chance to hit a target fails 98% of the time. Firaxis have taken the mantle for the next Marvel superhero game in the form of Marvel's Midnight Suns, taking on the role of the Hunter, a customizable superhero where you can choose from a multitude of different powers to customize at your will. Team up with some fan favorites from the Marvel universe including Iron Man, Spider-Man, Wolverine and Doctor Strange, among many others. Take on Hydra and their latest diabolical plans to raise Lilith and the collateral that will follow. Fans of the XCOM series will find something familiar in its turn-based strategy, choosing your team to take out on missions with their own pros and cons. The central hub will allow players to explore and build story with your favourite heroes in a third-person over-the-shoulder setting, with a variety of superpowers, locations, villains, and a card system to alter the environment and your team. Marvel's Midnight Suns will release on December the 2nd on all major platforms. When Capcom returned with Resident Evil 7, they brought with it a new take on the Resident Evil series, foregoing the third-person camera for a first-person view while steeping the story into the creepy and gory rather than just your typical zombie apocalypse, and it paid off. Received with incredibly positive reviews, Resident Evil 7 follows the story of our protagonist on the hunt to rescue his girlfriend after receiving a mysterious call. Discovering a house in the middle of the woods, what is going on? With some of the best gunplay and combat from the series, alongside puzzles and inventory management which is well known by the series at this point, Resident Evil 7 is finally arriving to the Switch in December. You'll be able to get your joysticks on this title on the 16th of December, only on the Switch eShop. With a medieval setting, Knights of Honor 2 provides a real-time strategy empire-building experience. Decide which kingdom you want to rule. Build, manage populations and resources so that you can grow, or conquer through military force. Being grand strategy, Knights of Honor will have you crusade across Europe as one of the kingdoms on a macro level, then moving to a micro level for the combat, similar to the Total War series and what you see there. Knights of Honor feels like a clash between some of our favourite strategy games, with battles and RTS from the Total War series, diplomacy and court management like from Crusader Kings, and the resource and population management of the Civilization games, all rolled into one experience. Releasing on the 6th of December, available on PC, Black Sea Games hope they will take the crown on the grand strategy. Navigate an open world island in an old train, upgrade it over time, and use it to fight an evil spider train named Charles. The description of an evil spider train sounds like something that comes straight out of a nightmare, and when you see the trailer, it looks like something that came straight out of a nightmare. So I think we can all agree this is a nightmare manifest. Choo Charles has you collecting resources atop your very own vintage train, gathering resources to upgrade your own locomotive, completing tasks for the town people in exchange for weapons, mounted machine guns, flamethrowers, you know, the usual exciting weapons we like to see on our trains. All of this while being hunted by Charles, a massive, fast spider train, complete with evil smile. You'll have to leave the safety of your train to change tracks and explore, with the hopes a certain spider is not hiding around the corner. Originally a mod for Gary's Mod, 2-Star Games have brought Choo Charles to its own release with a release date of the 9th of December on PC. Need for Speed Unbound will be the 25th installment to the franchise. Developed by Criterion Games, it will feature fast, faster, and even faster cars in this upcoming racing game. Focusing on street racing with an open world setting in the fictional city of Lakeshore City, players will be able to drive and customize a variety of different vehicles, adding options such as body kits, whilst returning the heat system from Need for Speed Heat. Need for Speed Unbound takes a really unique visual style, and I think this is what we need to talk about. It's mainly a realistic looking world. It adds in cel shaded art for your character, the power-ups and effects such as smoke, attempting to tie in the theme of graffiti with the idea of street racing, which is a really cool concept. You will earn money from missions that you'll use to enter larger races and qualifiers as you race your way to the top, increasing your own notoriety. Need for Speed Unbound will release on PS5, Xbox and PC on December the 2nd, with the Palace Edition allowing for early access play in late November. The next Final Fantasy remake is on its way. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion is headed for release on the 13th of December by Square Enix. Being rebuilt from the ground up, Crisis Core follows the journey of Zack Fair, with the combat and music being completely remade for Reunion from the ground up. As a prequel to Final Fantasy VII, Crisis Core is set 7 years before its namesake, with the original releasing way back in 2007, and off the back of a very successful remake of a fan favourite, Square Enix hopes to wow players with another smash hit on PlayStation, Switch and on PC. No having to wait years for the PC release. Bonus. From Slavic myth, Blacktail tells an origin story of the Baba Yaga. Having fled her village after being accused of witchcraft, a young girl must survive in the wild in this dark, story-rich game. Archery is going to be your main combat style in Blacktail, blended with just a dash of magic to suit. The game will feature a morality system which supposedly will change the landscape in a Your Choice Matters narrative. Exploration, boss fights and crafting will feature in the Past Heights game, crafting elixirs and potions through resources you gather. Blacktail looks beautiful and eerie at the same time. I can't wait to try it out on the 15th of December, available on PS5, Xbox and PC. Another release from Square Enix will make its way in December with Dragon Quest Treasures on the Nintendo Switch. With a release date of December the 9th, in the untamed land of Draconia, the protagonists will find themselves on a treasure hunt, a race to find the elusive Dragonstones, with a variety of wild creatures roaming the land. The creatures themselves will be tameable, able to join in your party, providing assistance in battle and on the treasure hunt themselves. Some can be used to hang glide, while others can just traverse the land a lot quicker. Dragon Quest will also feature a land management system, claiming a piece of land for your gang, where you can bring your treasures, ranking up your gang, employ new party members, send monsters on missions to bring back treasures of their own, and then show off some of your rare loot that you gather in your hideout. Are you looking forward to any of these titles? Let me know in the comments below, and also what do you think of the release lineups for December? I want to hear your thoughts. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and want to see more from me, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.